Hey Pisces, how you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. We are checking in for your energies to see what is going down and how the week ahead is looking. So let's check that out. I've already cleared the space and shuffled. Just like to do it again for you. I hope you've had a supportive weekend and you're geared up for the week ahead. Just remember that you are supported. You are capable, you are amazing, and you have a huge amount of opportunity ahead. So let's connect in and see what the major energies are right now. So initially, we have got walking away, patience, attachment, yin, yang. Wow. Okay. So straight up Pisces, I feel like there is an energy that you have been connected to. So this could be a person, a place, a dynamic of some kind that somebody or something walked away from or is considering walking away from. And I don't feel this decision is easy from a heart space, but I think logically it's like, you know what you need to do, that the sun is shining or being called to go elsewhere because that's where you will shine, grow, and expand best. And I think you sense it if, again, whether you've already walked away, someone's walked away from you, or you're looking at doing that. Your timeline could be different subject to where you are. But in addition to the patience energy, I mean, just this whole overarching energy, I just want to share about it and then we can dive in deeper. We've got Miss Clover coming to say g'day, I think. There's some part here about trusting the process with this patience energy and what is to come. And I feel like this patience energy, again, is just trusting in the process, trusting in the divine, trusting that Spirit's working with you and for you to get you to this desired goal, dream, or aspiration that you have. If you haven't heard from this particular person and perhaps wondering, we can see here that there is some connection happening here. Come, sweetheart. Sorry, guys. We can see that there's some being tied, energetically with this attachment energy. Maybe you're having to relearn parts of yourself as well with this energy that's moved away or you're considering moving away from. I just feel like there's a part of you that has a sense of freedom, but a part of you that is still very attached to this situation, person, job, whatever it might be for you. What I do see though is that I think this energy is quite mutual between the two, this dynamic, because with the yin yang, it's kind of like a form of union, a form of coming together, a form of balance. But again, this could be with something new that you are moving towards, but a key part is trusting in the process wherever this is going to take you, lead you, where you feel called to be, and you're listening and following those steps that are showing up here. I can see that there's care here with this attachment energy and the yin yang. There's a strong force here. There's no doubt energetically. But I feel for some of you, you just couldn't be the authentic, true you in aspect to, like, I don't know, for some of you I'm getting like maybe you were walking on eggshells or have been walking on eggshells because of a specific connection. Maybe you feel that you had to hold back things you had to say or do to keep the peace. And I just feel too like some of you just weren't getting what you need, and hence why this walking away energy is very attractive, or has been, where you're feeling pulled, I guess. And even if someone has walked away from you, you manifested that. Just remember that, okay? You manifested that because you're usually walking away to something better, right? You're not walking away to something worse, because then, that, what's the word? It defeats the purpose of walking away from something. Most people only walk away because they're not happy, or they feel like they can't be themselves. They feel stuck. Whatever it is, there's a turning point or a key part of why someone walks away from something. So what your situation, your dynamic is, could be different to the next person. But I think what's remembering here, that there's something else out there for you that's going to come into harmony, that's going to come into balance here. But I do still feel you very connected to where you've been, or who you've been connected, attached to. So I can see that. But this patience energy is very supportive energy for you, Pisces, as well. So just remember that. Okay, but let's dive in a little bit deeper and see what Spirit wants you to know and how we can support you here. Yeah, I mean, you got the Temperance energy again coming through with the Knight of Swords. It's interesting. The Nine of Wands initially came out... I think initially reversed. So as you guys know, I don't read reversals. I just connect into the energy. But what I feel is happening here is that someone here is doing the work to create a sense of peace, a sense of freedom in their life, okay? I don't know, again, whether someone has walked away already or not, or you're just considering it. And I think whether or not this has happened yet, which I feel for a lot of you that it has, there's some aspect here of, I think you waited perhaps some time to make this decision or for this to happen. It wasn't just a quick, oh, it happened. I feel like this has been a working energy. And maybe, you were trying to balance out, they were trying to balance it out, but someone wasn't putting the energy into making this harmonious or happy. And I think someone's just had enough here. But what's really interesting, I think, just naturally going your own path, going your own way, or that's where you've just found yourself. That's what you got to do, right? At the end of the day, especially if someone has lost their job or a partner has left, or ended things, a friendship, whatever it may be, there's a part of you that's going to feel that loss, perhaps grief. But I think there's also this element of, okay, well, I guess I just got to look after myself. This is what I've got to do now, or this is what I'm choosing to do now, because that's where I know I can feel what I need to feel for the next couple of weeks, the next months. But there's a part of you that knows that when you take care of yourself, when you nurture those parts of you and trust in the process here, things balance out and things are still creating for you, right? At the end of the day, you're manifesting what's next. And I think, interestingly, if things have been quiet or there hasn't been contact, I do feel like there is someone that's going to come in, share some information with you, maybe come towards you a bit abruptly, and you're in a bit of a peaceful place and you might not know how to deal with it. Maybe you choose not to deal with it, especially with this patience energy. I feel like you're being asked with anything right now to slow down in your responses, okay? And I think the key word here is response versus reaction. But there's just something here about any communication that comes through, and how someone may approach you, talk to you, their tone, whatever this may be, is not a time for you to react. It's really a time for you to slow down, take care of yourself, and really assess how you feel, because something that may come back around that you kind of weren't interested in anyway, or have determined that you don't want that anymore. I just feel like there's just something interesting coming through, because you know that you've worked hard or believed in something really deeply. No matter where you are today, there's some energy, person, or situation that you put a lot of effort in and really believed in it at some point in time. But as time moves on, as things evolve, as you find yourself and balance yourself out, things change. And a part of that change is recognizing, I'm thinking about this person, or I'm thinking about this job, or I'm thinking about this career, and something that you're thinking about, you're really connected to, but it could be creating more resistance than allowing you to move forward. And I know someone commented yesterday, because resistance came up as well, on what you're resisting versus allow flowing. And I think once you kind of break free from the old story, because there might be parts of you that's really keeping this to yourself because it's something that you've had to work through, or maybe it's something that you're not proud of, or you're hurt. And it's just like different emotions that you've got to deal with having to talk about it. And you may not want to talk about this situation. But what I do see is that as you are introspective on this journey, moving to this next chapter or next phase of your life, Pisces, this Three of Wands is letting us know that you're choosing now to move ahead. You've cast your eye, your sight, your heart, your dreams, visions towards something, and you're going for it. Sorry guys, Clover, we love you, but we need to not do that. And I just feel like, yeah, you're going into some place and some direction that you're quite confident about, but you still are reflecting on what's happened. Okay, I can see that, but it's so interesting, Clover. Stay here. It's so interesting because recognize which direction the Knight of Cups is heading. And that's what you're looking forward to. You're looking forward to of what is possible, what is next, okay? And I don't know if there's a part of you too that is intuitively waiting for someone to come through with an offer, or a new energy that you may be connected to, or just that you meet. Yeah, I just feel like there's something new that someone's going to potentially come in here to express something that I think you'll be feeling really good about, and something that's going to allow you to be fully you, be fully accepted as you, so you can be present, so you can also give but receive the love that you desire as well. Because this is a lot about the emotions and our heart space. And you know, whether it's a job, you know, a career, a sense of purpose for you, whether it is a partner, or someone in your family, or a new friend, whatever it is, you want to be fully accepted as you, and you want to be able to show up as you as well, and not hide those parts. I mean, we're a book, you know, and there's many pages to who we are, but I feel like there's something here about wherever you're going next, you really want to be in a place that you can have this sense of freedom, have this sense of peace and trust that wherever you're going, it's a place that's full of love at the end of the day, where you can love, they can love on you, and it's just a really nice energy, whatever this is. And something that just, like I said, with this yin yang, it could be a divine counterpart for some of you that's coming on in, but there's just something really wonderful unfolding. So the Temperance energy, we have got Judgment. Let me just move these up a bit. Let's just get a couple more cards so we can see what's coming on through. Sorry, these cards just fly. So the Knight of Swords, we've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. Yeah, so this is interesting because I think you've been waiting for this day, or waiting for something to happen here with this connection or this situation. Like, you know that you're going to hear about it, be connected. There's going to be some information or news coming on through, especially if you haven't been talking to this person or this connection for some time. But I feel like something's coming back around because they can see, like, or they believe how awesome you are doing. Okay. And it's, what I say believe is that they don't know what's going on at, you know, midnight or 3 a.m. when you're waking up. They don't know what other potential challenges, but at the same time, they don't know all the amazing as well. They might be watching some of you online. Could be a possibility, right? If you're a person who likes to be online. Other than YouTube here, I'm not really online, but as an example, so everyone has their different ways that they may connect. And I think it's interesting here, this Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Cups is like, they see you, they recognize your worth, your strength, your power, and who you are. But whatever comes on through, I think they also feel like you're just disinterested now. You're not interested anymore. And I think this is some fear that may be creeping in, or there's some realization that they're coming to is like, holy shit, if I haven't heard from Pisces, or Pisces isn't connecting with me, what is really going on here? Because they stood for this at some point in time. I know that they loved what they, you know, what we had, or the work that we were doing together. There's something here about I think they believe that you would maybe chase more or connect more. And I think there's something about you that's become very powerful and attractive by doing you and doing you with this really strong sense of freedom here. And I think this person is surprised because they're like, they're not interested. I need to now hold. It's like they're just getting some realization, right? They're kind of waking up a little bit, which for you is like, I've been working on myself. I've been healing. I've been working through this process of healing. And yeah, good for you if you want to come knocking, because here it's like you've done the hard work now and you're kind of sitting back. You're sitting back and really reflecting on this. And when this information comes through, I think you're going to just not sure what to perhaps do with it. See, 6 of Cups with the Page of Cups. This says it. It's like there was a connection here. You know, I feel like the word it's given me is lifetime connection. So for some of you, this could be family or a lifetime connection or someone that you thought that you were going to do life with in full, right? Like whenever you met them, like this is your life partner. And, yeah, there's just something here about, I do sense there was a lot of depth to this connection, but I also feel too like someone's coming to share or express their feelings here with this Page of Cups because of what you do mean to them. I don't know if you're even considering having this talk or connection, but I just feel whatever's happened here, there's been something that's a little disconnected is probably the best word. And somehow there wants to be some reconnection. But I just don't even know right now what space you're in, Pisces, because for some of you, I just feel that you've come so far in the hurt, in the pain, in the challenge that you're like, I'm actually pretty good where I'm at right now. And I don't think you want to disrupt that, right? 3 of Wands, what do we need to know? So got the 2 of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Chariot. Yeah, this just seems like you want balance in your life. You don't want this, I don't know if someone's coming, going, how they're treating me, whatever this is. You've got a pretty strong goal of what you want for your life, or you're starting to really connect into that, it seems here, Pisces. And that's what you're focused on. You're focused on your future. You're focused on where you're going next. For some of you, you could be relocating, maybe moving overseas, going on some form of trip. But there is change here with this 3 of Wands that you're ready to embark on. And a big part is now letting go of that attachment. And whatever that is, that other person's going to feel this energetically. And I think they're already starting to potentially feel it, and hence why they're coming around, because I think they're like, oh shit, I kind of, it's like they're getting some realization here is what I feel. And a part of this realization is, for some of you, like I said, I think they didn't give everything to you, right? They didn't give everything to you. And I don't know if there was like kids involved, their work, another person, but there was something here that they just couldn't seem to figure that out. And it wasn't enough for you. So you kind of just doing you right now, which is really amazing. But what I see here is your goals, your desires, that's where you're going. That's where you're moving forward. So I am seeing like a significant change that's going to occur here, if it hasn't happened already. But it's an adventure that you're embarking on. It's a direction that you're taking that's about your life. And I don't think that I think you might have some sense of peace or want to create peace here with this connection. But at the same time, I think too much time has passed here for you to just simply be okay with what has happened is what I feel, okay? And like I said, your goals right now is pursuing your desires, what matters to you. And I think you're really stepping up here into something really wonderful. For some of you, this could be a job opportunity that does come through, or you're choosing to embark on a new project. So for some of you, you could be doing more than one type of work. That could also be a part of this change. I'm just saying for some of you too, you may be choosing to travel back and forth as well, but you really want the space to go and explore whatever this is that's coming up here with this Three of Wands. So yeah, for some of you, it could be a bit of a distance and you need to figure out how to manage, whether it's family life, whether it's taking care of your pets, because I did see a pet somewhere. Yeah, there's just something here about that. You're figuring out how to make that work. But I definitely don't feel you're interested in making something else work. We've got the Knight of Wands with the Knight of Cups. What else do we need to know with this Knight of Wands energy? Three of Cups, yeah. So again, there's an energy. I don't know if this is a new energy coming in for you, Pisces, or you're just really focused on, like I said, you're focused on the depth here, what has meaning to you, what this path forward is, because I do sense there's some change or something needs to change for you to really feel happy and like you're in the sun, right? That sun feels warm, it's glowing, it allows growth, and just a new life force within you. It's just interesting though. I just feel like this Knight of Wands, I know you don't trust it. What else do we need to know? Or you won't trust it if you haven't met them yet. Yeah, you're very unsure about this connection, or this person that's showing up. And I think just trust in your intuition. It was going to tell me instincts, like the things that you connect. Yeah, because something is in conflict here with this energy. And this is not the Knight of Cups energy. This is the Knight of Wands energy. There's something off here. And I think when you stay true to what it is that, your standards, your values, your morals, then you're going to know within yourself how you really feel. You're going to know within yourself if something's not right or something's a little off. And as much as we don't want to judge people, at the end of the day, we want to feel safe. We want to feel supported and know that, that you showing up, again, I'm just like, your heart is safe with whatever you allow into your life next. And yes, you're the only person who can truly take care of that, but giving that to other people, that part of you, like you're going to be pretty cautious, I feel here, and cautious like in a sense of who you give that love to, who you allow in at that level. And this Knight of Wands energy, whoever's coming in, you don't have this. I think you just think this is more of a problem than not. Let's get a couple more cards to see what else Spirit wants you to know. To have a look at the outcome here. What do we need to know? Thank you. So we've got align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change, which really connects in there and makes total sense, right, at the end of the day. And then we've got mirror. Who or what is triggering you? See, there's something here with this Knight of Wands that's bringing that up for you, because we are seeing the conflicted energy. I think you're questioning where this person's putting their energy, because a Knight of Wands is like, I feel like this person's a bit of a drifter, or someone who just comes in when it suits them. It's like they're not even sure of themselves, and that's not an energy that you really want to participate in. I'm just going to get a couple more with the animal deck, and I'll read what the final message is, because they have some good information inside. So let's have a look, Pisces. What's the final message for Pisces and what we need to know here? It's given us 3. Whoa. This is pretty bold. We've got transformation, quantum junk. Quantum jump, and action leads to success. I mean, I'm telling you, something was changing here for sure. I feel change is on the horizon, a positive change, a supportive change. A quantum jump is like going to a next dimension. That is like creating and then touching it. It's like a very, look, yin yang too. Ooh, I'm going to have to read what that one is. And then action leads to success. So let's read what this quantum jump is, because I feel this has a really powerful message for you. Because this is talking about the next step. Something's happening that's pretty bold, and it's just very interesting. We've both got the yin yang energy. So quantum jump, what number is this? 36. All right. Quantum jump, the grasshopper. And I'm not sure how well you guys are versed in quantum physics and things like that, but it's pretty amazing. Okay, in physics, it is understood that a quantum particle breaks down to the smallest particles that create the fabric of reality. A quantum particle is every version of itself at once. Yet, when the particle is observed, it becomes the version of itself that is reacting to the observer's consciousness. So basically, it's like what you see, it becomes. This also applies to humans. In layman's terms, we are every version of ourselves, but our consciousness dictates that version of ourselves we choose to be. Grasshopper's medicine jumps into your cards today and asks you to quantum jump into the highest version of yourself. You do this by assuming the identity and emotion of the self you want to be. It is in you to be the most fantastic version of you. You just need to jump into it. Stand up straight, fix your posture, wake up early to pray, meditate, and move. Eat foods that the most amazing version of yourself would eat. Dress the way the highest version of yourself dresses. Work like the version of you that you respect. Treat people the way the highest version of you treats people. Take action towards goals in the same way that the version of you who is making big wins would take. Start loving yourself the way the version of you who is in love with themselves would treat themselves. This card says you can no longer identify with being a victim to circumstances. You are powerful and you create your own reality. Grasshopper's medicine asks you to choose to be the version of yourself that feels the most fulfilling right now. What you've been chasing this entire time is within you. Jump into that you that actualizes their potential. And this is huge with manifesting, guys, because that's what this is talking about. To become and create those things is you've got to be in that energy and play that part too. And I feel like, with the transformation, quantum jumper, and action leads to success. These are dragons, right? So interesting. I feel like I'm meant to press this. That's like the 6 of Wands energy. But I feel like, when you're on a website and you press something and then all this other information pops up. So I don't know if there's going to be some happy news coming through, some form of victory. Action leads to success. It's like the effort you've got to put into something that you will see this victory come through, Pisces. But I just feel like there's something that I got to press here, which is really, really interesting. So maybe it's like pressing forward with this dream, this goal, this change that you want to go after, that you want to create, that you want to do, because there's something pretty powerful here that is transforming. But in addition to that transformation, I think there's just something still from your past or a situation that you may need to fully let go of. And I think once you take that leap, take that jump forward, it's like everything opens up for you. But naturally, people are going to be attracted to your energy with this 9 of Pentacles because you are standing on your own. You are accumulating this very strong power within you. And it could be on many levels, like emotionally, spiritually, financially. It's like you're really becoming this amazing version of yourself. So the more that you keep practicing this work and the more that you keep just loving on you, it's natural that you're going to call in people because your light is so bright. People want to be a part of it, but the discernment is going to be critically important. Your morals, your values, and what matters to you, to be able to be really clear when, connecting with people, what you're willing to accept and what's not. And interesting, when I was reading this quantum jump, the word respect really came to me when I was reading that. And it's respecting yourself, not allowing other people to treat you less than, or that you have to settle or just be satisfied with the in and out energy. You want someone who's going to show up fully like you are, because you're here willing to love, willing to be open, willing to accept something new in that fills that cup for you, whoever chooses to present themselves, right? It's like that knight in shining armor, but at the same time, it's like, but if they don't come in with that strong, loving, genuine presence, you're not going to have a bar of it. And I love that about you. I think that's putting great boundaries, and just loving yourself and being really clear on, who you're just allowing in. So I love that for you, Pisces. Anyway, loves, I am going to leave that with you, and I look forward to connecting with you tomorrow. Bye now.